Sharing with you in this video how to turn pain into success and how to actually not linger in the pain of the past, of whatever happened to you in your life, or even what is currently happening to you in your life, and how to move on from the pain in your life faster in general, whatever kind of pain it is. And also in this video, what I'm going to be doing as well is I'm going to be breaking down what success actually is from at least my personal perspective, because really I think that many people have different definitions of what success is, and I want to break it down in this video in terms of how I see it so that we can actually see success in a way where we can actually focus on the things in our life that are actually within our control, and then just kind of let go of the things that are of course not within our control. And so the first thing that I want to share with you in this video in terms of how to actually do this is to really understand that pain, resistance, challenges, and sort of things going wrong are inevitable, and I want you to normalize them right now. Just normalize the fact that this is going to happen. And so I don't mean this in like a pessimistic way. Like, I'm not trying to bring you down here or make you feel upset or make you feel like a victim. What I'm trying to do is just kind of make you realize, like, have you ever noticed that when you have a plan to do something, have you ever noticed that like oftentimes like it just never goes exactly how you thought it would? Like, really just think about this for a second. Really think about like any plan that you've ever had in your life. Like, yeah, oftentimes like the plan can go perfectly, but haven't you ever noticed that like something goes wrong? Like something doesn't go exactly how you thought it would. And so it's like, instead of just resisting that, instead of like resisting the whole process, why not just accept it and then actually sort of use this to your advantage? Which leads me to the second thing that I want to share with you in this video, which is like, why not just kind of learn from the pain of what's happening, take it for what it is, and then just move on. So what we often do is we resist resistance. Like, I don't know how else to say it, but I think that's a pretty good collection of words to sort of explain my thought process around this. It's like, we have pain, we have resistance, we have sadness, and then anger. And then it's like, if we're living in our minds, if we're living not in the present moment, but when then we live only in a space of living in our minds, I believe that what happens from that space of identification with the mind, identification like with a choice to identify with your mind and then to live in that space, I think that an inevitable consequence of that is sort of we become angry about being angry. We become upset about the fact that we're upset. We become sort of sad about the fact that we're sad. It's like, oh, I feel sad and guilty, and then I feel guilty about feeling guilty. It's like we have a lot of shame and guilt about our desires and what we want in our life, about wanting stuff. But the problem is that nobody has ever taught us to just simply know how to communicate our desires and our wants and to voice our desires into existence, because oftentimes simply just asking for what you want and learning how to use your voice can be one of the most powerful things to help you create what you want, but nobody has ever taught us. Instead, we linger in the past, we linger in the pain of what happened, maybe what's happening to us. We feel guilt and shame and resistance, and then we feel guilty about the guilt, and then it's like this constant cycle of just sadness. And then while you're experiencing all of this, all of it is really just a pure state of stagnation. You're stagnated and you're not moving forward and you're not becoming who you want to be. So which leads me to the final thing that I want to share with you in this video, which is like, if you can't remove the pain, use it to take action. You may as well, use it to take action. Now, of course, the exception is like you need to take a rest sometimes. Sometimes pain, like it can be the sort of signal to just stop taking action and then rest. Of course, we need to be conscious of that. But then oftentimes, like if you've fully rested, let's just assume you're rested for a moment. You don't need any sleep, you're fully rested, you have all the recharged energy that you need, and you still feel pain. Why not just use it to then take action anyway? Because like you could feel pain, it's like you could feel sadness, you can feel resistance, you can feel fear even, you can feel a little bit uncomfortable, and you could be taking massive action and executing in your life on a lot of things, and then getting good results as a result of that aren't in your control, because you can't control the results in your life, but at least you can take control of the actions in your life. Why not just use it to take action? That's going to be a powerful thing that I believe that's going to help you to literally turn pain into success, because you got to just realize like, okay, like I can feel pain and then not have results in my life, or I can feel pain and then feel scared and then feel resistance, and I can have possibly a higher probability of getting results in my life because I'm taking massive action. So you can sort of feel pain and not take action, or you can still feel pain and then take action. And then it's oftentimes you'll be very surprised to see that actually even sometimes taking action can actually remove all the pain from your life completely, and you forget all about the pain at all. The pain that you were so attached to, that you were so lingering on, you regain your connection back to the present moment, and then you don't even feel pain anymore because you fully feel the pain and then you just let it go. Like when we don't have a direct connection to God and the divine intelligence of this present moment, what begins to happen is that we linger in the pain in our life rather than just letting it be what it is and then moving on. We add more points of pain on top of the pain. We add more resistance on top of the resistance. So it's like we instead of just letting it be, if you could have like a pain scale, let's just say it's a 3 in the pain scale, you turn it into a 6 because immediately you're upset about that it's a 3 at all. Although why am I feeling a pain level, a 3 out of 10 pain right now? Now it becomes a 6 out of 10. Now you're even more upset. And it's like we have to remove this cycle, and the way to do this is to just come to terms with the pain, accept it, and if you can't remove it, you may as well take some action and get some possibly better results in your life. And I say possibly because nothing is guaranteed in life. The only thing that's guaranteed is who you commit to, and then the action that follows as a result of that. Really, possibly even that's not guaranteed on the grandest level. So in the greatest scheme of things. So why not use the time while you have it, and then commit to who you can be in your life, and then still possibly feel pain in your life, but then at least you can be aligned with the highest version that you want to be, and then that could be considered success. Success is nothing more, to conclude this video, than simply you being aligned with the person that you said you're going to be aligned with. It's not about the results that you're getting, because you getting a certain amount of money in your business is not in your control. I'm sorry to break it to you. You getting the relationship that you want in your life is not in your control. I'm sorry to break it to you. You getting people to act a certain way around you is not in your control. I'm sorry to break it to you. But how you act, the way that you are in your life, the integrity that you can have in your life, the accountability that you can take as a result of who you decided to be, you can control that. You can control how accountable you are. You can control the actions that you take. You can control committing to who you want to be. These are all things that you can control, which can raise the possibility of you getting the results that you want in your life. But you have to let go of the attachment to the outcome that a result is going to happen at all, because it's not in your control. It's really not. And that's what success is. And then I think that when we can take that definition of success and then pair that with how to use pain to our advantage, that's going to be a powerful combination that's going to help you to really become much more successful at whatever it is that you do. And then again, your definition of success will be different, so it'll be easier for you to be successful, because you're going to be whatever's happening out there has no concern to you. All you're concerned on is how much are you executing on your goals. That's it, really. Yes, I'm successful. Somebody asks you, are you successful? Of course I'm successful, because I take action on what I want every single day, and I feel amazing doing it. You feeling aligned with your desire is success. That's success. That's the type of person that gets results because they're not attached to the result. And when you cannot be attached to the result, you've successfully turned pain into success in your life.